So, who are you? Who is Smitty's Outdoors? Are you just a
Tell us
knockoff,
about
like
yourself.
are you just like a dollar store knockoff version of Crush Outdoors, or what?
Yeah, okay.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the third episode of the Crush Podcast. I'm your host, Jim, with my co-host.
Gurk, what's up, folks? It's been a while.
It's been about a week.
About a week.
About a week.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't say welcome back to episode 1 of Crush Podcast.
Yeah, I completely fucked the last time. You know what's not really going to help? I've got all the podcast topics on my phone, and that's one we're using to live stream right now. Do you have the topics? That's what we're talking about.
I know I do.
We do have special guest here. Not Tech Guy Ben Nelson. Tech Guy Ben Nelson's gonna sit this one out, but he is talking.
I'm sure he will appear at some point.
Well, of course, he always talks during them.
I'm going to appear right now.
We got Smitty's Outdoors. Riley Smith. Riley, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, Crush Outdoors?
Great.
Mr. Jim and Gurk.
Fantastic. So, obviously, it is currently April 9th. Turkey season starts on the 14th. Are you going to be going out much for turkey season?
Yeah, I'll be turkey hunting with Bo this year. Give that a shot. See if we can get it done.
I remember last time I went. It was last year I went bow. Wasn't it with you?
I think so,
that
yeah.
one time.
Jim, how'd that work out for you?
Not well. Not well. So, who are you? Who is Smitty's Outdoors? Are you just a
Tell us
knockoff,
about
like
yourself.
are you just like a dollar store knockoff version of Crush Outdoors, or what?
Yeah, okay. So, my name's Riley Smith. I am the founder of Smitty's Outdoors. Basically, one day, I was talking with my buddies, and I said, I need to start, I hunt and fish all the time. I need to just start posting my adventures, me and my buddies doing stuff, out in the woods, out in the lake, whatever. And so one day I just said, fuck it, and made this account on Instagram called Smitty's Outdoors, started posting all my stuff, and a couple of my buddies got with me. They're now my pro staff members, which is Brent Sather. You can see him on Instagram as BRaz507. And then Zach Tinner, another one of my good buddies. He fishes probably more than I do, but he fishes walleyes, bass, everything. But me and him hunt together. We all fish together, and it's a great time. So that's who Smitty's Outdoors is.
And we have mentioned Smitty's Outdoors in the past, and we've kind of thrown a lot of shade at him, but it's all in good fun. We all give each other shit all the time.
There's
That's why
shade
I'm
thrown
here.
both ways.
Yeah, there is a lot of shade thrown both ways.
That's why I'm here today, kind of try to clear my name from all this shade.
That's probably not going to happen, but anyways, continuing on. So, what is your experience with turkey hunting?
Well,
Or let's just say, what's your outdoors experience like?
outdoors experience in turkey hunting?
Anything.
Or in general?
Just in general.
Every guy in Minnesota started hunting with their dad, slug season, but for deer, and then eventually moved on to turkeys. I remember one year, me and him sitting in the blind, and he tried mouth calling, and he was absolute garbage at it. And that's when I told myself, I'm going to be better than him. And so, actually, my uncle, who's really good at turkey calling, kind
Sweet.
of
Glad to
taught
hear
me
it.
how, but
Our live is currently out on the For You page. Apparently. Yeah, that's sweet.
Sick nasty.
perfect.
Sweet. Awesome. Thanks, Recon.
But
So,
yeah, I
go on.
started turkey hunting with him, and then kind of grew up, got older. He stopped hunting, and I kept going with it. So got my driver's license, which helped a lot. Helped go on my own. You don't have to tag along with the parents all the
Dad,
time.
can we go hunting this morning?
Yo.
Please.
Exactly. But no, and then I just fell in love with it. I love turkey hunting. I love deer hunting. Anything you can go hunt, shoot, fish for, I'll do it. I don't care. But it's a great time. I love it.
The true outdoorsman. Kind of like, yours truly, Jim and Gurk.
Oh, yeah.
I try to be as cool as them.
One day, maybe this podcast can help.
Hopefully.
I do know that this summer we are definitely going to do a collab, working together. I do want to do a couple of videos on either TikTok or just post some content on Instagram with Smitty's Outdoors. Because I know my high school years and whatnot, I spent a lot of time hunting and fishing with you.
Yep. Yeah, we turkey hunted a lot.
We did.
A lot.
Never really got anything, but hell.
We had some opportunities. Somebody can't shoot.
Yep. I'll take that one. Yep. Precautions and whatnot. So when it comes to turkey hunting, what kind of calls are there? There's obviously mouth call, scratch call. There's all sorts.
Well, there's mouth calls, which personally is my favorite, but there's scratch calls, which other people call them pot calls. They're
Really?
same thing, but yeah, slate pen, and then there's box calls, there's push pull calls, there's locator calls, I guess, but I don't know if you'd necessarily say those are turkey calls per se.
Aren't locator calls more just reactionary calls? Like
Yeah.
the owl and crow calls?
Yep.
That's what I thought. What kind of calls, like us three? I personally, I've always liked just a regular scratch call. That's just my go-to. But since I've been hunting with you, I've kind of gotten into a lot more with the whole mouth calls, and I kind of prefer them now.
Yeah, mouth calls, I absolutely love mouth calls. When I'm really trying to get out there on windy days and stuff, I'll use a slate box call, but mouth calls, I've been practicing them since I was 14, so I'd like to say I'm decent at it. I'm not the best by far, but I can call on a bird, which is all that matters, but I like mouth calls. They're my favorite.
Your phone keeps timing out.
Jesus.
Oh,
Here you go.
thanks.
Just touch it every now and again.
I'll try it.
And the phone, too, yeah.
I mean, okay. Wait, maybe after the podcast. We do have the cat. We are located downstairs instead of upstairs now, so we do have the casting couch.
Welcome to my basement.
Black leather couch right to the left of me.
Comfy as hell. You know what I mean? So why? Yeah, you talked into it a little bit more, but Gert, what do you like to use?
I'm a big box call guy, but then I've been getting into the mouth calls this last season and starting to get better at that. It definitely takes a lot of practice.
We're going to add a subject in here. What's your favorite brand of call? Mouth call, doesn't matter what kind of call. Favorite brand?
Woodhaven.
I was gonna say Woodhaven.
Woodhaven.
I've kind of gotten, since you kind of got me on the Woodhaven. I was with the Primos a little bit, just when I was like starting out and whatnot. But I've kind of gotten into the Woodhaven, and I like it. I like the old raspy hen, the Old Faithful. So why do you like your scratch call or box call?
It's good for hens, like the hen clocking and chirping or whatever. And it can really help you out early morning when the toms aren't henned up yet, when the hens aren't really calling,
Yeah.
So it really, I find that it helps quite a bit, and you don't really need to have much skill to use it. So
No, you're not.
that's why it's one of my favorites. But
I was gonna say, I remember when I was little, when I first started getting into turkey hunting, and I was 12. My grandpa on my mom's side took me out. I just had the little scratch call, and I learned how to slowly call them in, and that's how I was able to call in my first turkey and whatnot. And that's honestly what got me hooked.
Yep.
So,
how do you use a mouth call? I think you
let
should.
Smitty Outdoors.
Well, let
answer
Smitty's
this one,
Outdoors,
'cause
since
He's the expert on mouth
Let's see the big
calls.
expert here.
I actually have 2 mouth calls in my pocket, but
Can we get a little demonstration?
always
here?
stay strapped. Stay strapped or get clapped, ladies and gentlemen. No, but so for those of you who don't know what a mouth call is, I use this one on the drive over to kind of loosen it up. This is a mouth call.
For the people on the podcast, you'd have to tune in live stream, so you're missing out on that content. You have to check it out in the episode 4 when we have 2 special guests coming on.
Ooh, oh boy.
That's going to be an interesting
That's gonna be an
one.
interesting
You're going to
one,
want to
too.
tune in on that one.
Donnie and Patrick.
Oh boy.
You actually got him to do it?
Yeah, my old man said he'd do it. And did Patty do it?
Patty will do it.
Patty said he'd do it. Hell yeah.
Donnie boy.
Beer supplied.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, if there's free beer, then they're there. So
Yeah, we'll show up. That's about it.
get away from the wife for a while, have a few beers.
That'd be interesting.
Fuck.
I'm definitely going to tune into that one.
I think everyone should tune into every single podcast, but especially episode 4. We got Sydney. Hi, Sydney.
Hey, babe.
Anyways, moving on.
So mouth calls, yeah. That's a mouth call. It's basically just a little piece of plastic with rubber in it. And you put it at the roof of your mouth. And the way I learned is you start by saying tit, 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 tit. And that kind of gives it here. That's how I started out, okay?
Yeah,
Keep that in mind.
that's like starting for people who are
That's
just
starting. And then eventually you want to move your tongue forward and almost use the middle of your tongue.
Yeah, and that's your typical hen call.
That's your typical yelp. I mean, that was kind of a cut yelp, but there's cuts, there's purrs, there's a lot of different, there's putts, yeah. You can actually gobble with a mouth call too.
And a lot of these, you can learn how to use a mouth call efficiently and doing different kind of calls. Like you can do purring, chirping, yelping like you were talking about. You can find that out on YouTube. You can learn that. Or if you tune in, honestly, we could have Smitty's Outdoors do a collab video on Instagram and TikTok and teach people how to use a mouth call. And then you'd have Jim here teach people how to use a scratch call, and then Girk teach people how to use a box call.
YouTube was a great learner. That's how I started. I mean, just YouTube, practice, and
practice and repetition, practice and repetition.
God, yeah.
So, getting into turkey hunting, and I know this is kind of a thing where it's yes and no. What are your thoughts about using decoys?
I like decoys personally, especially when you're hunting fields. I hunt fields a lot. I know there's a lot of guys that'll hunt in the woods. I've done both, and I mean, it also depends on the time of year too. If you're going to use one hen, two hens, and a jake, or there's a lot of different scenarios in which you should or shouldn't use decoys. Like, if you're in really thick timber and you're calling to a bird and he's coming in, you don't necessarily have to use a decoy. I mean, it might help you, but you don't have to. It does help quite a bit in open fields, though, which my favorite setup is the two hens and a jake. Tom sees that jake sitting with two hens and he gets pissed off.
Let's say I remember our experience. Rocket, we had two hens and a jake out. We had a jake come up and actually fight our.
I had that video. Yeah, we had two jakes. I'm pretty sure come up.
Yeah, I thought it was two jakes.
Kicked the absolute shit out of my $100 decoy.
Fuckers.
I remember that.
That was wild. That was honestly probably one of the crazier fucking outdoors.
I have it on video, and I actually watched it the other day. And in the video, you can hear me say, "Ethan, if he pops a hole in my fucking decoy, kill him."
Thought about it, but I couldn't drop a jake.
Oh, yeah. But there's also been times, like I think it was last year, we had the two hens and a jake, and we had those two toms come in. They didn't like the jake at all, so they skirted around us, which that cost you a bird.
Yeah,
it cost us a bird. There was two of them.
We were gonna double up, but it ended up turning out that they fucking turned around and hightailed.
It happens. It really depends on the day, I guess. Like some days, like the very next day, you could have put that jake out there, and they could have been pissed off and came in. It all depends.
They could have been like, "Hey, fuck this guy. We saw him the other day. We're gonna come jump him."
Look, a fat man sitting in a camo tent. Wonder what he's up to.
So getting into that. So I guess you could ask Alex and me. A question for both of you: are you a ground hunter or a blind hunter?
I'm a lot more of a ground hunter.
When it comes to turkey.
If you guys go back to, I think it was episode 1, you guys throw some shade at me because I don't like blinds.
I threw shade.
You threw shade.
If I have to choose, I'm going to go out in a blind. I am kind of weaning off of the blind a little bit and putting on my big boy pants and kind of ground hunting. And I think this year, if I do go out, it's going to be ground hunting.
Ground hunting with a bow is extremely difficult.
That's
extremely. With a gun, I'm not going to say 10 times easier.
But
it's not. But it's easier.
That's how I got my bird.
With a blind, the only reason I don't like blinds is I like to go around. Like right away in the morning, I watch this password 1.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Now you can do it yourself. But the only reason I don't like blinds is just like if you want to sit down, set up, get up, you have to deal with that, pack it all up, move, set it back up, and then versus ground hunting, you can just go and then birds come and sit down, you're good.
I think because I moved away from home. I moved about an hour away to Winona, and I think the couple times I'm actually going to be able to go out this first season coming up next week, I think I'm probably going to be using just my shotgun and sitting on the ground. I got all my stuff laid out, got all my stuff ready to go. So I think I'm going to be just doing ground hunting today, and I guess people will see our progress and see if one of us actually shoots a bird.
Let's hope so.
It's kind of what I'm hoping. So I'm hoping you get one if you're able to go out at all.
Yeah, we'll see how the season goes.
I know work makes that difficult, and then one of our topics actually in here is balancing work and outdoor stuff. So we
it's like 90 and 10% for me.
90% outdoor stuff or 90% work?
90% work.
That's the sucky part of it of being an adult, and you got to go to work, but at the same time you got to go out on the weekends when you can and get out there and put time in the woods.
You got to pay for the passion.
It's an expensive fucking passion at
Oh,
that.
no
Holy
kidding.
shit.
No kidding.
I've spent thousands of fucking dollars. I'm sure you're double that, tens of thousands at that.
Yeah. I actually did the math the other day, and in just deer and turkey alone, I'm pretty sure I'm like well over 10 grand in.
Fuck yeah.
That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of fucking
That
money.
I won't ever see again.
Nope. No,
But the
but
sad part is I just killed my first big buck this past year too. So
I think we talked about
let's
that. in
let's
episode
say I'm like $9,000 in until this year it mattered.
one. Yeah. Yeah. Now it starts to matter when the bills start racking up and try to get your own place.
Right.
So on that, when it comes to hunting, are you more of a solo hunter? I ask both of you, or do you like to do a 2-man system? So one on the gun and one calling.
I'll let you answer this first.
I definitely like solo hunting, but there is something special about going out there with a buddy, you know, because you can share that experience with them, and especially if you get a bird.
Or double up even.
Double up, yeah. But I'd probably shoot more towards solo hunting. It's just easier for me to keep my mind straight and
Not fuck around.
yeah,
Get
not fuck
distracted.
around mostly, make less noise.
2 episodes later, Girk and Jim have split up from Crush Outdoors.
I mean, I like dual hunts.
That sounds like more the answer I fucking wanted.
Yeah, you little bitch.
What about you, Riley?
You know, I'll get a,
Stick to the goddamn script.
I'll get a little more into it later, but I don't like solo hunting just because I've had some pretty sketchy situations when I'm turkey hunting by myself. But I mean, I like dual hunts because obviously you're out there with a buddy. It's a great time. You know, they shoot a bird. You're just as excited, if not more, than they are, and vice versa. And, you know, even if you don't see anything, you're out there with a buddy shooting the shit, having a good time. But I like dual hunts just because, you know, it's a lot more fun, I think. And then you kind of take the pressure off versus if you're by yourself, you're thinking constantly, like, what could I do? What could I do right now? Where could I go?
What am I doing wrong?
Right.
Yeah, what am I doing wrong? What can I do to it?
Versus
improve
when you're
my
with
plan?
your buddy, you're just sitting there like, fuck it, let's see what happens.
Throw in a lipper and see what goes on.
Right. Lucky leopard.
So into that, when you hunt like with a buddy, do you prefer just straight your camo shirt, pants, the whole 9 yards, or do you prefer to kind of get out there with that stuff, but an additional like leafy suit on top of that?
I used to be a big leafy suit guy. I still I'm not dissing leafy suits at all. If you're a guy that wears a leafy suit, you know, props to you. But
I am.
Both of
Thanks.
us.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Crush
I
outdoors.
like leafy suits is just, I don't know. You can do with or without it. It's just camo, I guess, which all these guys now are just like, oh, it's not camo, you know, Sitka's the best. This camo is the best. Camo don't matter that much. Personally, I'm a bottomland guy, like a mossy oak bottomland, just because you can use it for deer hunting, turkey hunting, almost damn near every situation you're in, you can use bottomland.
It's the same for real tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
universal.
It don't matter what camo you wear, it's camo. I mean, you can wear the best shit out there, but if you move your arm like this up in the air, turkey's gonna fucking see
Yeah,
you.
you flag your arm around.
Yeah.
And with that, what do you think is more difficult, deer hunting or turkey hunting?
Oof.
Like when it comes down to the individual animal itself.
Ooh,
I know
that's a
turkey
tough
hunting
one.
is nice because you don't have to smell like fucking sweat and take no scent showers, and so there's extra money there. But at the same time, I know they have way better vision than a deer.
Oh yeah, I've been busted a couple times by turkeys by blinking.
Yeah.
I blinked while they're looking at me and they busted.
Yep.
But I mean, that's a real tough question, man. I don't think I'll answer it on the podcast, and I'm gonna think about it for the next 2 days.
I'm gonna get a Snapchat. I'm gonna get a phone call from you at like 4 a.m. I have an answer.
Turkeys are way harder.
I think turkeys for the sense that I guess just me personally, I've shot 1 turkey in my life, but I've shot like 8 deer.
Yeah, I mean that's a really vague question because are you talking about just deer in general or are you talking about big bucks?
Deer in general.
Okay, deer in general, I'm gonna say turkeys are probably that's also another one.
Mm-hmm.
Fall season you can kill hens.
You can.
So that's
But do we?
I swear I've seen more turkeys deer hunting than I've seen deer.
Yeah.
How about
So
toms and big bucks?
Toms and big bucks.
Okay.
Hell,
I'm
I think
gonna- Yeesh.
I think big toms. I'm not saying more difficult, but I feel like they're there because of the calling portion, and you're like, oh, they're here. Oh, this isn't that fucking hard.
Right.
And then you wait, and you're waiting there for an hour, and they're still at the same distance, calling back to you, but they don't move any closer. But when you get to big bucks, the elusive trophy white-tailed deer, you don't know they're there. You don't know until they walk up on you.
Right. I don't know, man. That's a tough question. Turkey calling, I mean, when you're calling turkeys, you can fuck that up really easily.
You can.
You can overcall birds, and you won't ever see them.
Undercall. We're not
deer, I mean, depending on what time of year you're in, like me, I'm an archer hunter, and my favorite time of the year is late October. Like that last week in October, that is my favorite time. There's what it's called is the red moon phase. And, well, more or less last week of October is red moon phase. Well, there's a week period where you can rattle in a buck like it's the easiest thing in the world. I've done it 2 years in a row now. I just learned about it last year, and I've tried it now, and the guys I learned from are spot on. You rattle, and bucks are there. So, I mean, it really, I might have to go turkeys on that one just because of eyesight. But
I'd have to agree with you on that. But at the same time, you could say, where that red moon phase is, you could say in that first week of turkey hunting. For me personally, getting out there, you can call in turkeys, no fucking problem. That first week, but it depends on you because you're gonna pass up birds, you're gonna pass up jakes, the smaller toms. You're looking for that big old boy, big old boy with the red head.
That question's a real flip of the coin. It depends on the day, I guess.
Depends on the day, depends on the weather, the time of year, time of the fucking day at that even.
The phase of the moon.
Yeah, phase of the moon, big time. That too. Temperature, where the sun's at, have they eaten? Yeah, you can get real deep into that question. What do you think, Alex? Or Girk? Whatever your fucking name is. Whatever your fucking real name.
You know. There's an Alex here?
Who is this?
You know, but who this?
Well, my answer is obviously going to be deer because, I haven't shot in a big buck, so I'm going to say turkeys are easy.
You know what? We're not going to throw shade at you because the last 2 podcasts I've thrown shade at you for not shooting a deer, so...
Hey, I have an excuse, though, because every single year... Every single season, fall comes around, and I'm like, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna hunt a lot this year, and I end up working. My job just slams me during the fall because we're crunch time. So I maybe last season, I think I made it out 5 times.
There was a couple times where you could have gone out where I've asked you to go out, and you were just like, "No, I'm tired."
Yeah, but at that point, it's like I worked 70 hours that week. I just want to sleep. I ain't waking up.
It's tough being a blue collar boy. Tell you what,
it is.
It pays off in some ways.
What's gonna be nice with my job starting I don't have to work every week. I work 1 week on, 1 week off, 7 on, 7 off, so 84-hour paycheck. So on my off weeks, during the fall, I could take a week off and have 3 weeks on it.
Oh, that's nice.
It's gonna be nice, but shitty part is I'm probably it's still up in the air. I'm either gonna be working straight nights or straight days. If it's straight days, cool.
Right.
Yeah, just because it's day shift, I'll be able to interact with my social life a little bit more. But if it's nights, I can just stay up all night and just go out deer hunting in the morning. That's the thing with that. Tit for tat on both.
Yeah, I got really lucky with my job, which I work for Par 3 Landscaping. So if any of you guys need landscaping needs, Par 3 Landscaping. But my boss is
Schumacher excavating. Just shut up, Wabash County Sheriff's Office.
No, my boss. I mean, he's cool as hell. He's favorite boss I've ever had, and I can ask him "Yo, can I take a week off to go deer hunting?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure. Hope you shoot one." I'm like, "Awesome, cool, thanks." Same with turkey hunting, fishing. Fuck, there's been days where it's 3 o'clock and "Yo, boss, weather's perfect. Can I go rip some lips quick?" And he's like, "Yeah, go have fun." I'm like, "You the best." So,
that's nice.
So are they hiring or?
We are actually.
I don't know. That might be a severe pay cut for you.
Yeah.
And me work for $16 an hour.
No.
Mr.
Anyone needing a job, message me.
Mr. Big
Smitty's Outdoors. You have to follow me to message me though.
I don't think that's true. Hang on a minute. Let's say Mr. Big Bucks Girk over here. Yeah. So What's some stories of turkey hunting? I know Griff and I have kind of covered some, but what's a good one? It can either involve just you or one of us or whichever.
Well, the first one that comes to mind is actually with Jim of Crush Outdoors. And I remember we were turkey hunting your dad's place, the lower farm.
Mm-hmm.
And we had we were hearing birds. Hearing like, I think it was 2 or 3 gobbling.
Mm-hmm. Is this the one
they
where
were coming down the hill? And
oh yeah, we were ground sitting.
yeah, and
this is an inexperienced fuck up of mine.
It happens, but we were sitting there. We heard them gobbling. Where are they? Where are they? Fuck, I don't know. I can't see them. Can you?
Where the fuck?
And he goes, do you see them? I was like, yeah, they're right there. And there's 3 big old toms just running down the hill at us. And
we're trying to tell stories here, okay? God, either take this podcast seriously or get the fuck out.
Get out of your own house.
I quit Crush Outdoors.
It's fine.
Oh,
Tech guy Ben Nelson, my new partner in Crush Outdoors.
Yeah, fucking I'm in.
It's go on. Sorry.
Well, anyway, we had 3 birds just running down the hill at us. And we were set up right on the point of this hill. And I was on the backside, like, I don't know, 10 yards away calling for you. And you were set up right on the point, and these birds came in, I mean, on a beeline straight to the decoys. And they were down the hill. And I mean, they walked right past us, and they skirted out behind us. And I was like, what the fuck happened? Why didn't you shoot him? He goes, well, I couldn't see him. I was like, what do you mean you couldn't see him? I could see him. I'm further back than you are.
That was that thing.
It's inexperience. It happens.
It was partially inexperience, and in all honesty, I couldn't see him. I could see him a little bit through kind of the brush, but it was the point where I wasn't comfortable, and I'm one of those guys to where I'm not going to take a risky shot, wound a bird, and have to go fucking, fucking ass over tea kettle chasing the motherfucker through the woods.
No, it happens. I've had plenty of hunts with inexperience, and I fuck it up. But
So, yeah, same with deer, same with turkeys as well.
no, I had another experience actually that me and my buddy Spanky, his name's Ryan Skapansky. You can follow him, Rebel 96. Got a pretty badass truck.
This is our podcast. Stop fucking shouting people out. Now,
why don't you follow all the bros? I got you.
Why don't you follow my own page, Ethan_Hofschulte on Instagram.
Follow my personal page, Alex_Gert.
Real creative.
Follow my page at Leon Nelson Flick, please. I need followers.
We shout
we
you out
need to
every
give
podcast.
some major love to our tech guy,
Dude.
We do every podcast episode.
I know, but he's the most important person in this podcast.
We literally couldn't do it without him. It's because we don't have any of the gear, and he has all of it.
It's weird calling you Ben because usually it's just Tech Guy Ben Nelson.
It's Tech Guy Ben Nelson.
Yeah.
It just
My name
rolls off
isn't even Ben, it's Ben Nelson. It's just
It's
all
Ben
one word.
Tech Guy Ben Nelson.
Tech Guy Ben
It
Nelson.
rolls off the tongue.
All one word.
It just works.
Future job interview, like, hi, what's your name? Tech
Tech
Guy
Guy
Ben
Ben
Nelson.
First name Tech, middle name Guy. Ben Nelson is my last name.
Bialson. It's pronounced Bialson.
Nickname,
Nickname Tech Guy Ben
But you can call me Big Ben Nelson.
Or,
Just kind of all fucked up words. Just put it all together, and that's my name.
Just slur it a little bit.
Yeah. So you gotta be like you're just on a bunch of acid or something, just saying the words.
What's your name? Are you drunk? No.
But yeah.
You know what? I just got reminded of a story. You, me, and Ryan actually are Skapansky hunting together. I think we were Skapansky. Sorry, we're hunting on this property where I get permission to. We're hunting by this big rock, and I was like, you know what? Screw these guys. I'm gonna go over to this other spot. And I'm sitting there, and I think it was like a whole group of hens and some jakes kind of moved within like 20 yards of me, and I'm just like, hey guys, what do I do?
I forgot about this until just now. Me and Spanky are sitting there on this rock waiting for these birds to come down, and
God damn it.
Ethan's in this brush, and we're watching him through the binos, and he did not move at all. And me and Spanky are just laughing, like, what's he thinking right now? What's going through his brain?
Fuck.
Oh,
it was just repeatedly just me going, fuck, don't fuck up the hunt for the other guys. Fuck, how am I supposed to draw my bow on these turkeys?
Just
And
a little
I don't think
update.
any-
Somebody say hi. Oh, Sid.
Yeah,
Hi.
Sid said hi like a while ago.
Just a little update here. We are now live on Instagram, about halfway through
Halfway
the
podcast.
podcast.
Thanks. So, go on with you had your story with Skapansky.
Yeah, so we were hunting this place. Spanky worked with the guy, and he got permission to hunt it. And we were sitting there all morning. I mean, since sunrise, and calling, and nothing happened at all. And so I turned to Spanky. I was like, "Are there any birds in these woods?" And we just hear behind us. We're like, we look up and Spanky goes, "Yeah, there's one. This hen just came down, just like a goose, right into the decoys." It was
the fuck?
weird. Yeah, it was weirdest thing I've ever seen.
I feel like
But
turkeys are kind of weird. They're predictable, but they're not at the same sense. Like Alex, he can tell you where they're gonna be on what day, what time in the morning. There's gonna be this. Yeah, we talked about it in episode 2. Well, the toms at your place we tried to take, but the next year you'd be like, oh yeah, they should be there. Where the fuck are they?
As soon as you go out to hunt, man, they're gone. They're not there.
I feel like they just know. They just know where you're gonna be. They know what time of the year. Somebody just said "Hey, Daddy" to us in our live stream. So, hey, what's going on, bud? Fucking threw me for a loop there. Shit. I know. Yeah, that's just the weird thing. I feel like it goes for both, for deer season and for turkey season. They know when to hide. They know when to not come out. They know, hey, let's not run in the middle. Well, for the most part, but
it seems like to me, turkeys are very they stick to a schedule, and if you get out there early enough where you're not disturbing them while they're still sleeping, then I think you're pretty much set for a good hunt. But
the chance that you spook and one are high though,
very
trying to get in there, you gotta tiptoe real quietly, real quiet like.
Yeah, my rule of thumb is set up 100 yards away from the roost where they're roosting. If you know where they're roosting every night, try to stay at least 100 yards away, because if you get any closer than that, they'll either see you, hear you, or just know you're there somehow.
Yeah, somehow, some way through.
I swear, they're the dumbest birds. 11 months out of the year, and then that 1 month you can hunt them. Smartest thing ever.
Yep, and same for deer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's more of not really. You could say more of with big bucks. I feel like big bucks are kind of losing year round, Got people joining in the live stream.
We do have people.
Oh boy.
Chase is in here.
Oh boy, we got BDV. Oh boy.
Is that the guy, the John Deere guy?
Yeah, it's my brother.
Thank you for joining in to this AA meeting.
So
now back to our sponsor.
Four Loko. I feel like that would be our sponsor too. We need to get sponsored by Dollar Shave, not any Dollar Shave Club, Manscaping.
I feel like
a ball trimmer company.
So it's not very special.
No, we need to get sponsored by some not like Manscaping, I don't know.
Like Blue Chew?
But I feel like
a
we
Viagra company?
Imagine Crush Outdoors making a fucking Viagra commercial.
Maybe the best commercial of all time.
I can already see it. This helps me keep up with the turkeys.
Oh boy.
No.
Do you want an energy boost this turkey season?
Deer season's a little hard on us all. We got something to help keep you up and warm.
Are you bored in the tree stand?
We're toting the line there. That's a good one though. So I think one of the topics I got written in here is why we turkey hunt, but I think we kind of covered it already.
Hey yo, B-Raz, what's up, baby?
B-Raz, what's up? So what are the benefits of controlling the turkey population? All right, I'm going to ask a question. So, during the springtime, we could shoot one tom. I'm pretty sure, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's at one tom, one hen? Or is it just one tom?
One tom.
This spring?
Yeah, so this spring.
One tom.
What are your guys' thoughts about that? Do you think it should be like deer season in the way that you can take more?
Shoot some hens.
Or even just more toms in general? Or hens, yeah. Do you think you guys should be able to get multiple tags?
Well, you can actually hunt fall season too, and you can shoot either tom or hen. So technically, throughout the year, you can shoot two birds.
I was going to say, so even just two birds. Do you think it should be more than that? I feel like the turkey population around here is huge.
Well, I mean, if you ask any DNR officer, they'd strongly disagree with you. But I mean,
are you a DNR officer? Are you?
No.
Am I? Is Tech Guy Ben Nelson?
No. Yeah. When I do hunt, I see a hell of a lot more hens than I do toms. So it does make sense that you can only take one tom per season.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to take a tom and a hen, but I guess.
I mean, yeah.
There's pros and cons. There's tits
I guess
and
I feel like you should be able to take a hen in the spring.
Yeah. I think it should be either hen or tom, just like fall.
I
You don't get
I think they should run it like deer season, to where you have your main tag, a buck, either a buck or a tom or a hen, and then you can buy a bonus tag, a bonus beardless tag, beardless tag.
Yeah.
I'd agree with that. Yeah.
There's pros and cons to it. Helps control the population, because at least, like, if you ask my old man, the turkeys and deer, they just ravage his crops. There's at least a 15. He told me times like 15 to 20% damage to his cornfields and bean fields, and that just by turkeys and deer. But again, coming from a farmer's stance, well, he'd want them all gone, obviously. But I feel like to help the population in general, there should be, like, you can get an extra tag or something like that.
He's like the shoot, shovel, and shut up.
Yeah.
The farmer stuff.
Yeah.
It's like asking permission from homeowners versus farmers. Homeowners is really hard. Farmers, they don't care. They're like, get them
out of here.
the fuck out.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. But
next topic.
What are some safety considerations for turkey hunting? Besides the basic common sense, but since, you know what, it's 2021 and we're not get political, but we all know who's in office.
Well, before you said common sense, I was going to say don't be an idiot, but, that's kind of
I think we should all wear blaze orange turkey hunting.
I agree. Yeah. So we don't shoot other hunters with.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
bird shot from 100 yards
so you
away.
never shoot a turkey, yeah.
Right. Safety considerations, don't use rifles, obviously.
Yeah.
The DNR is listening. None of us use rifles.
We got one 400 yards off. I got him.
There's not much left of him, but
With the
shit.
double.
This is what I call population control. Shit.
I might do that next time I shoot a bird.
Please,
Jackson,
can you do it?
Zach said Smitty Outdoors for the win.
Oh yeah.
Boy, you're on the
Cap.
wrong podcast.
Cap.
All right.
Good,
now
Zach.
that Tenor and B-Raz is here. Smitty's Outdoors, Riley Smith of Smitty's Outdoors, formally challenged Crush Outdoors to a 2v2 fishing competition.
Who's your
You
other
guys
guy?
pick the species. You guys pick the body of water that is not a private pond.
Okay.
And you can use you can probably use my boat. That's fine. But
I don't know. Your boat's been having some trouble running. Don't you? Kirk has a boat.
Today. We're good. Yeah, there
Kirk's
you
got
go.
a boat.
Perfect. You guys pick the
Just-
species, pick the body of
Just
water.
sometime this year.
Don't care. Don't care when. Don't care what species.
All right.
$200 to the winner. $100 a person.
$100 a person. That's $400. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
$200.
$400 for the winning team.
Well, no, it'd be 100, 100, 100, 100. So
How about
and then
if-
the losing team has to give you their 100.
They're
so
$200.
200.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we win, you pay my mortgage.
No.
We win. You pay one. You pay 2
I'll pay your
months of
mortgage if
student
you buy
loans.
me a new bow of my choice.
That'd be about the same price.
Yeah, I'll take you up on it. Sure.
We'll go for it.
It will. Yeah, it'll probably be closer to the end of the summer. When schedules.
Hey, yo, Tintin. Smitty's Outdoors for the win.
Wait, do we pick the body of water?
Yeah, we
You guys-
pick a body of water.
Body of water species.
Species.
You know what we have to do? We have to go to a random lake somewhere, fish the fuck out of it, find where all the fish are, and then
We good.
tell them this is where we're fishing, this is where the tournament is.
No, I could talk to some of the old boys in Lake City, see where the best spots are to go for Lake Pepin. But I know
I knew it was going to be
I was
Lake
gonna say,
Pepin.
but Tinner's
I-
probably got it locked down.
I knew it was going to be Lake Pepin and either bass, pike, or walleye.
I know Tinner's got it locked
Easy
down.
dub.
Easy dub. He says.
Wow.
You know what?
Put your money where your mouth is, boy.
We could do $100 a person, or you know what? If times are hard, we could probably knock it down to 75 and 50. This is if times are hard.
He's saying no
bluegills,
panfish.
no crappies.
No panfish.
No panfish, I guess.
No panfish.
So strictly sports fish.
So
So
walleyes, bass, pike, muskies. If you can catch a muskie,
say
Lake Pepin, props.
tuna.
if you can catch, wherever we
We're
go,
going
if
to
you can
Florida,
catch
boys.
if you can catch a muskie, I think that should count as 2 fish.
Hey, you
Or
know
five.
what we
I'm
should
down
do?
for that rule. If you catch a muskie wherever we fish, that counts as 2.
Yeah.
You know
I've
what we
never
should
caught
do?
one, so.
Like, besides the tournament, we should all, like, go to Florida.
We should go.
Go,
Yeah,
like,
I think that's
Ocean fishing, like shark fishing.
just
and
for shit. For
Just
shits and
for
giggles.
fun.
That'd be
That'd
cool.
be a lot
I'd be
of fun.
down. It'd
Be
be
cool.
something like a fall time thing or like a winter time thing. Even if that.
Fucking winter is the best time for
Yeah, I'm
me.
laid off in the winter, so.
I'm not.
That's
It's
two of
fine.
us.
We could go
Well, it
for.
looks like me and Girk are going.
Yeah, well, I'll take care of Crush Outdoors.
Sorry, I don't-
He's got Smitty Outdoors. We'll
Sorry, I don't get unemployment like you jackasses.
Hey, I pay so much taxes during the year.
You're like, I don't. Shit, I do.
Fuck.
Not
Nowhere
not as near,
near me.
not as near as much as you.
The
But yeah.
overtime tax is real, my guy.
Dude, I think it would be.
Y'all gonna forget half these rules.
True.
Yeah, we'll write them down eventually.
No, we'll figure it out.
No, I'm down. That'd
Yeah.
be fun. It'd be a good time.
Or we
And
could.
if we
or-
can't afford $100
I was
a
like,
person,
even
just
$100
quesadilla or
bucks. I was gonna
something.
say
Yeah,
we could either make it $100,
Case
or
beer
it's
person.
or we can honestly, or if Tinner, who are you picking, Tinner or you
Yeah,
picking?
going with tenor.
Let's say if Tinner's in for it, winner gets. Yeah, each team bets a case of beer. Winner gets 2 cases of beer.
I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that.
Me and Tanner get fucked up on the boat because we know we're gonna win. Perfect.
Then you have to go buy another case of beer because you lost.
That's okay. I'll probably.
I
would.
Do you guys think case of beer is more acceptable than $100?
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, fuck. I got a
Case
mortgage
of beer
to
is
pay.
solid. Yep.
All right.
Perfect.
I'll shake on it. Shake on it. Tech guy Ben Nelson, he'll shake on it.
I'll shake
All
on
right.
it.
Shake on it. Fuck the mic.
Fuck the Magnus, fuck the day.
Sounds good. I'm down for it.
Sure. Are we doing? All right. Are we gonna do most fish? Heaviest fish?
Most fish.
Okay. What species?
We could probably do any.
It's up to you. I don't care.
Anything.
It has to be one though. It can't be like bass and walleyes because that's too
No,
completely
that's
different,
yeah. I think it could be bass, pike, hell, catfish. Do you want to count crappies? Because crappies, I feel like a little bit harder.
Crappies and bluegills don't count.
Okay. Yeah. I'll
So
go
are
by
we
that.
doing most then, or
Yeah, we'll
since
do
it's
most.
different species?
We'll do most. I said we have to take a picture of it. Obviously on an iPhone because it timestamps it and whatnot. Yeah, I could do that. That
Okay.
sounds like good rules.
Right.
Zach Miller in here.
Got the
Oh,
Zach
boy.
Miller. Oh boy.
Hey, shout out to Zach Miller working on the same
Chirping.
job site I am, buddy. I seen you there, and I haven't seen you for fucking ever since now.
Hey Ben, can I see your phone? You got the next topics down there.
Oh yeah, sure.
My phones are here.
Hey, you don't have all of the new topics
Oh,
on
I
it.
don't.
No.
Whoops.
You know,
We're actually getting a little
updated
bit into
list.
open water fishing. I know we got bass opener, make rules, and pick lake now, so it's fair both ways. You know what? I think we'll do that probably off air. I think I know a place near Wabasha we can try. Where I don't think have you ever fished in Wabasha?
I
Any lakes
fished the
around
other
it?
Side of Wabasha. Oh,
Like the
backwaters in
Mississippi?
Nelson.
Okay. I got somewhere we can either fish there or Lake Winona.
I've never been to Lake Winona.
I fished it twice, and it's not
Both
the
ice
greatest.
fishing too.
Yeah, both ice fishing though.
Yeah, so it's a lot different open
Can
water.
you use like motors and
Uh,
boats
ye-
and stuff, or is it like
on the
Chestnut
bigger
Hills
one?
type?
On the bigger one, you can use motors and whatnot. We can do Lake Winona.
Lake Tatanka, Sakatah, and Waterville. They are connected. That's a huge lake.
That's
And I don't know
that's a
about taking
big-
my boat on that one.
I'd say
That's
probably a
huge.
smaller lake. I think Lake Winona's probably like if I could pull it up on Ben's phone here real quick. It's a decent sized lake.
I'd be down for any lake in Faribault too. Faribault's a lot of fun.
I'd say I've never fished.
Faribault's
fished
a
it.
lot of fun.
Never fish fair.
Faribault, Waterville, all that.
So this is the lake I was kind of talking about, Robbinsdale Lake. I feel like it's not.
Is it like a Lake Pepin where it's connected to the river?
Yeah,
Type
it is.
deal?
Yeah, right there.
A lot of backwaters and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
There's also we get down to Winona. So this is there's little Winona and then there's big Winona. This is the size of big Winona. I feel like that would be kind of a fair, and we could do like an 8-hour fishing competition or something like that.
Yeah.
We could start.
My boat would crush it. Your boat can't go in 2 feet of water. Tanner. Bass
Do you
and
think?
pike.
Do you think Lake Winona is that fair to you? I've never. Okay, I've only fished this little one. I've never fished this bigger one.
I don't know. Tanner, Lake Winona, what do you think? Yes or no?
While we wait for him to reply, we'll get on to the next topics.
Was
I don't know where
there
that
the
at.
other day.
Alright.
In Lake Winona? What?
Oh, nice. I know there's walleyes there. There's pike. I think there's pike. There's a lot
Well,
of
it's a
catfish
bass
and stuff.
pike. No clue.
No clue. All right.
Lake
Both-
Winona?
Yeah,
Yes,
Lake
no?
Winona. It works for
No.
me.
Well, let me see what my partner has to say.
All right.
Okay. We're not here together.
So we're
No
going to-
in 2 foot of water with my boat.
It's
Okay.
it's pretty deep. It gets out pretty deeper. I'm pretty sure there's Wally in there. I think. I'm not sure though.
Shelby Gilbert's in.
Oh, my girlfriend.
Your wife, allegedly.
Wife to be. Wife to be. Not yet. So we got our next topic is going to be bass opener coming up May 12th.
May 12th.
That's when you
15th, I thought.
No, it's the 12th.
Are you sure?
I think it's the 12th because the 15th is my birthday, and I don't think
I thought it was.
it's either 15th.
I
It's
even
either
put it in my
12th,
calendar.
13th, 14th, or 15th. I don't remember.
I'll look it up when I get home. Either way,
Yeah, whichever.
3-day difference.
Oh,
Yeah.
since Shelby's on the Instagram live,
Yeah,
Here's
I'm
your
over here.
mans.
I'm
if you wanna see him, he's on the TikTok live.
Kind
You can
of.
see him.
Kind of.
I kind of am here. I'll angle it a little bit
I'm
more.
kind of center focal of both of them.
He's the
Look at
guest,
the phone.
so
That's a
Yeah,
screen
we gotta
mirror.
focus on the guests. So, bass opener. What is your favorite kind of bass lure to use?
Tooth.
Like, what
Frogs.
is your
Frogs.
go-to? Frogs.
Well, that's
Top-
not my
top
go-to.
over
That's
there.
like my favorite.
Like
It's
top,
so
yeah.
much fun.
I was gonna
It's
say,
the
I-
17th.
Shelby said it's 17.
We're all wrong,
It's-
I think.
Fuck, I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Figured it out.
Well, the Mississippi is open year-round, actually.
Is
You
it
didn't know
really?
that?
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Private
Every
ponder
species
of
except for
year-round.
sturgeon on the Mississippi is open year-round.
I've never caught a sturgeon. Sturgeon
Yeah.
sounds like a fun fish to catch. It sounds like it's really hard though.
A lot of fight.
I've seen videos of sturgeon that are like from one wall to the other. It's like they're like 12 feet long, just
Yeah.
huge, massive dinosaurs. And that's what they are. They're dinosaurs.
15th.
15.
So Lake Winona, yes or no? Say yes or no.
Who
Please.
knows? Oh, my mom's in here now too. Sweet.
Oh boy.
Hello, Bev.
Hello, Bev. Where's Donnie?
Yeah, where's Donnie? Can we get Donnie on the live?
I get Donnie alive again. So, what are your other like your go-to? I know your go-to is walleye.
No.
It's not. What is your go-to to open water?
Tenner's go-to. Tenner
It's
said
walleye.
sure for Lake Winona. That
Sounds
works.
good. Like
Tenner's
how it is.
is walleye. He just started really getting into walleye fishing like over probably like the past year or so, I think. But I like bass and pike. Big pike are
Oh,
so much fun to catch.
they are.
But
Some slime rockets.
Donnie's stuck in garage with his mom.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was on the phone with my mom earlier. She said she's got to go to Flea Farm with my grandma, or he's got to go. My dad's got to go to Flea Farm with my grandma. Whichever.
go to
I miss Donnie.
I miss the old man too. I saw him up for Easter though. A good time.
I didn't get to see him on Easter.
So
Disappointing.
for every holiday that we get together, he's got this saying, right? Everyone gets their food. We say our prayer, you know, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. There's a story we can get into on the podcast about our old confirmation days, about how we all met. So everyone gets their food. We say our prayer. My dad stands up, fours of the drink in his hand, but not really anymore. He goes, good food. It's good meat. It's getting cold. Let's eat. He says it every year. He said every year as far as I can remember. Funny, it's the funniest shit ever. Just hearing my dad stand up and say that. I feel like my dad's not that, that big of a audience speaker.
You know, I feel like we should get into the. Sorry.
Corona.
I feel like we should actually get
Close
into
it
the.
up.
Oh, there
God
goes the
damn it.
Instagram
Yeah.
live.
Hell.
COVID scared me, bro.
I feel like we should get into how we met.
So
Confirmation.
you and I met through school because we graduated
Yeah.
the same high school together. How we met Riley though? I think it was our freshman year, ninth grade
I think it was before that.
or
wasn't
eighth. It was like
7th, 8th. I think it was 8th.
I think it was eighth grade for me.
Something like that.
I think you had just started driving or something like
No.
that.
No, I was getting a ride with Brandon to
So he was-
confirmation.
So it could have been
he was
seventh grade.
freshman or whatever. and we-
I don't know. Either way, we didn't have our driver's license. We were young and dumb.
Yep, pretty much.
Every Wednesday night, met at confirmation. We always made it a fucking riot. We always.
You know, I feel really bad for our teacher.
we weren't we paid attention to an extent, but when it got real repetitive, I feel like we fucked off. Like
Man,
every
he had
like,
to
13
bribe us.
Like every 13 or 14-year-old, we fucked off quite a bit.
If I ever have a job interview, I'm about to fuck that up right now, but I would show up so stoned to confirmation class all the time. All the time. It was awesome. So much fun.
You got me and Alex we'd walk to Greenway, we'd get our like brisk lemonades
Oh,
and
yeah.
shit, and we're just like, oh, look at our brisk lemonades, and Riley's fucking stoned out of his
Oh my
mind.
god. I remember one time I was in like the 3rd pew or something like that, and we were like practicing for the communion. And
Yeah,
I'm just sitting there just
just baked.
Dude,
Everyone's
do you
talking and
remember
stuff, and I'm
practice
just-
speaking in the microphone in the church?
Yeah,
Like,
I do. I remember you had this voice. You can't make it anymore because I feel like you hit. It was
the "Hey, I'm Bert" thing.
It was a pre-puberty kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah.
You could just the way you said it was just into the big like the whole church microphone, church speakers was funnier than hell.
I don't even want to try. It ain't gonna work.
All right, let's get back to the outdoor stuff. We had to tell our story.
Favorite lure.
No, not quite.
Remember the prayer?
Oh, so
you can't skip over that.
So I can't skip over that. So we had our group and whatnot, and nobody ever wanted to volunteer for the prayer. So Alex and I always did. We're just like, this was during the Ebola thing. If that just dates us, I guess. We go, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, pray for the cows. They don't get Ebola. Amen. That was it.
That was every single week. That was the prayer.
And the pastor, and I and the pastor, the teacher would get.
He
wouldn't show it, but you could tell.
Eyes.
You could tell he was annoyed underneath.
Thank you.
So, topwater. I love topwater fishing.
Topwater there's nothing else like it.
It's an adrenaline rush stuck underneath with the bass coming crashing onto it and whatnot.
Skadoosh.
Yeah.
Skadoosh.
You rip into them.
No,
What do we have for a time?
We're at 52 minutes and 17
52
seconds.
minutes?
Oh,
Sweet.
boy.
Yeah, we're almost to an hour.
Oh boy.
So, into that, I feel like I have a lot more luck if I put on a ring.
Okay.
Like the Lake Fork ring fry. I have a lot of luck with that. The watermelon red. My grandpa on my mom's side, he's bass fishing all the fucking time. That's all he did. Go out bass fishing on Lake up East Bethel called Coon Lake.
Low battery, sir. 10%.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. About to lose you guys.
Well, that's fine. We're still live on
We're still
TikTok.
live on TikTok. My
That's
phone's
what he
about to die. So.
That's what he used. He used Lake Fork watermelon red. No matter, it could be the tube craw, it could be ring fry, and I bring the ring fry down here, and I get a lot of luck with it. Even so, but the favorite is topwater. I love the topwater. Even just using a buzz bait, or just a regular frog, or even I bought this bait like a year ago. We still have yet to try it. I want to try it. It's that big fucking sunfish with the hooks in it, and I want to try it on that pond.
Oh yeah,
It's a big
swim bait.
Yeah, big
Yeah.
sunny swim bait, and I want to try it because there's sunnies in there, and there's sunnies of all sorts and kinds, and that's what the bass feed on. So I was like,
Tanner loves throwing swim baits. He actually fished Schumacher Pond quite a bit with swim baits, and he's gotten a couple decent ones out of there.
I want to. That's what I want to do. I want to bring some swim baits. I want to
Totally
get more
just
into
gave up
swim
the secret
baits.
spot, by the way. My bad.
cut that out.
Yeah, can we cut that out? Tech guy Ben
Yeah,
Nelson.
I guess.
Thanks.
No, but I mean,
Tanner used to fish at an undisclosed location.
yes, perfect.
Yeah.
No, but frogs. I mean, you can't beat topwater bite. But
No.
I mean, chatterbaits. I love chatterbaits. Square bells, B-Raz. Pro staff member actually got me hooked on a KVD 2.5 square bill. Best ever made. Rapala jerk baits. Love them. Jigs are awesome. I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, every bait you use for bass fishing, I like.
Yeah, pretty much.
Texas rig.
Texas rig.
Wacky worms.
Carolina rig.
Ned rigs. Alabama rigs.
A-bomb rigs. Just all sorts. Yeah, you name it. You make a sound, and there's a rig for it for bass.
Basically.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, but, yeah.
And what are I do have a topic about fishing regulations in Minnesota, but that's kind of boring. We're gonna talk about other stuff. What's some cool fishing stories?
Hey, but like, I feel like for like our next podcast is gonna be with Donnie and Patty.
Yeah.
But I feel like one of these episodes we need to like completely disregard like outdoors, and we just need to talk about us and like
bro podcast.
a bro podcast.
Special edition bro podcast. That might be for episode 5. I know one of these days I talked to a guy Ben Nelson. I'm gonna try to record at my house, and you record here with him or whatever, and we'll see how it goes. Just as kind of an experimental thing, you know.
Yeah, we can clap and line up the audio.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Ben's like, yeah,
It'd be
that
pretty
sounds like a
easy,
lot of work
actually.
for me. Fuck.
Not really, actually. Wouldn't be that hard.
Decent.
Ben Tech.
Ben Tech Nelson guy.
Ben Tech
Nelson guy.
Ben Tech guy.
That's easy work for him. He's professional.
Yeah. I think we're pretty much near the end of our topics there, so I think we can probably go into our send-offs and our goodbye at the end of the podcast. You boys think so?
I think so.
I think so. So we're near the end of the podcast, And we'd like to say a special thank you to Smitty's Outdoors. We'd like to say a special thank you to Smitty's Outdoors for joining us for episode 3. You're the first guest on, so you get that trophy.
Awesome.
It's a little mental trophy.
We talk a lot of shit about you, but you know what?
You're a good guy. You're a really
it's
good
all
guy.
fun.
You're a really good guy, and you're a great outdoorsman. I know I've learned a lot from you. It's helped me better myself, and I know it goes both ways. You've learned
I haven't learned shit from you.
one thing from me.
Plus, look at this nice mullet he's got going.
There's a perm in it now.
Damn.
What?
Yeah, I got my mullet.
Buddy's
permed.
really got it flowing.
Oh yeah.
You need to bring back your mullet.
I
for the
know.
summer.
It's pretty
I'm
much
actually
long
about to
enough.
cut
I
it too.
can start it. No, you better not. If I do a mullet, you
I'll
gotta
cut
keep
mine
yours.
off and just tape it on yours. So what the?
Yeah, it works.
Hair color might not match, but you know.
That's fine.
It don't matter.
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. I'm Jim.
I'm Girk.
Thanks for tuning in. Stay safe.
Follow me on Smitty's Outdoors.
Cut that part out.
All right, I'll cut it out. Don't worry.